Hey, what's good, guys? Welcome to Technical Tuesday. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about, are trend lines an effective tool to use in your sort of technical toolbox, um, and different ways you can use them, stuff like that. So, to answer the question, are they effective? Do they work? My answer is a resounding yes. Trend lines definitely work. If you just, I've been trading for a total of 2 to 3 years now, like 3 years basically, and there's been too many times where a trend line has worked that I could say it's a coincidence. It's not. They work. Trend lines definitely work. Now, on the flip side of that, it doesn't mean it's a holy grail. It doesn't mean it's going to have a 90% win rate. All it means is that it works. It's effective. You can use it to trade profitably. So I just wanted to show you guys a few examples of how you can use trend lines to be profitable. So there's a few ways. Well, really, there's only two ways. You can trade a trend line. So, by the way, this is GN, British Pound, New Zealand Dollar, and this was like about a month or two ago. This was back in December, but this was around late February. So, right off the bat, there's this really nice trend line you could have capitalized on. So, you could have either bought here, here, or here, and you would have made 200-300 pips. So that's nice. But let's say you missed these entries, right? Let's say you thought this was going to go short, you missed buys. So you see the price heading up. Well, we can use a trend line to get in, find a place to get in on this wave up. How? For the second way, you can use trend lines, which is a break retest, right? So we had this high, this high. Oftentimes when price breaks above and comes back, either for a long or the other way short, let's say this broke below, came back, oftentimes instead of acting as support like it did before, it will act as resistance, which is another great way you can use trend lines. So it broke above, came back, acted as support since it once was acting as resistance, and even like right there as well. So you could have capitalized there if you missed, here, and that would have been a nice almost 200 pips, right? So right off the bat, you can just see how effective trend lines are in your toolbox. So let's see if we can find a few more examples here. All right. Well, I actually use this trend line to go long here. You can see right here, it reacted. It was acting as resistance, and then, like I said, it broke above, came back, support, came back, and then I got in right here. Now, of course, another thing I need to note: are trend lines effective? Yes, but if you combine it with other confluences, meaning other tools such as Fibonacci or support and resistance, or right here like a moving average, if you combine it with some other things and you can find areas where it sort of matches up, that will give you a higher probability trade than just using trend lines. So that's another tip I have. Are they effective? Yes, but use it with some other things. What's up, Seymour? My cat wants to learn Forex. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that trend lines are effective. I know some people like hating on them. Some people like they don't work, this and that. I know it's crazy, huh, Seymour? Yeah. So, I just want to show you guys they definitely work. They can be useful, but they don't work 100% of the time. Like, take a look. Let's like here, right? It didn't work if you wanted to buy right there. They're not 100% effective. There's gonna be, news. There's gonna be things that get in the way. However, you could have used it right there as a break retest. So even this trend line didn't work in one way, it worked in another way. So trend lines can be very effective. Yeah, like right here, third touch, boom, almost 200 pips, just from one trend line we drew, which took what, 3 seconds. So they can be extremely effective. You just have to, pick your battles. Here, again, it's not perfect. Came back, retested though. You could have bought. So trend lines, yeah, they're not perfect, but they are quite effective if you combine it with other tools. So that's my tip. That's all for Technical Tuesday today. If you aren't using trend lines, I highly recommend you start using them, start learning, start implementing them into your technical analysis, because I promise you they are very effective. And if I didn't use trend lines, I would not find near as many setups as if I was just using zones. So yeah, guys, I will see you on Friday, and I hope you guys learned something from this. I know a good amount of my audience already uses trend lines, but for those of you that are on the fence about it, have seen it but never really learned how to use it, or have used it but it didn't work for them, trust me, it works. Granted, some pairs it works better than others. Some pairs respect it more than others. So also keep that in mind. I found that the yin pairs, the yin crosses, JPY pairs, don't respect trend lines quite as much as like other pairs, just because how the yin moves. But regardless, they're a great tool to use. So I will see you guys on Friday. Keep killing it this week. It's Wednesday, and this is a little bit delayed at the time of posting, but nonetheless, take it easy, guys. See you Friday.